This land was not shaped by stone and ancient seas alone. It was forged through countless layers of memory, pressed together over millions of years. Once submerged beneath a deep ocean, it rose through powerful tectonic shifts, emerging as rugged mountains and winding valleys. Ice and fire sculpted the dramatic landscape that endures today. All of this belongs to Wales. Upon this geological canvas, human history carved its own intricate marks. From the earliest Celtic tribes to the resilient kingdoms that held their ground through centuries of conflict. Ancient legends, old Simreg songs, and the quiet perseverance of mountain villages have come together to form an identity like no other. In Wales, every gust of wind seems to carry an untold story, and each path invites you to uncover a world still vividly alive, a place where you don't just see the landscape, but feel the spirit of a people who have never faded into the background. I've got a challenge for you. Rearrange these letters to uncover the name of one of Wales's most iconic castles. Hint: a royal stronghold in North Wales, famous for its grand walls and ties to the Prince of Wales. Leave your answer in the comments below. A journey to Wales is more than travel. It's an encounter with living history, stretching from the Ice Age to the present day. Rising from the heart of the Rhymney Valley, Caerphilly Castle is a breathtaking medieval fortress that tells tales of power, rebellion, and innovation. Built by Gilbert de Clare in 1268 to secure his hold over Glamorgan, this massive stronghold, spanning 30 acres, remains the largest castle in Wales and one of the biggest in the UK. What makes Caerphilly truly stand out isn't just its sheer size, but its pioneering design. The castle introduced Britain to concentric defenses, walls within walls, and boasts one of the most intricate water defense systems in Europe. Surrounded by artificial lakes and fortified islands, it was as much a strategic masterpiece as it was a show of dominance. Over centuries, the castle endured Welsh uprisings, royal conflicts, and even the Civil War. It passed through noble families, was pillaged for stone, and gradually faded into ruin before being revived in the 19th and 20th centuries. Thanks to the passion of the Marquesas of Butte and ongoing care by Caddo, the site has been lovingly restored, including the re-flooding of its iconic moats. Today, Caerphilly Castle is more than just a monument. It's a living experience. Wander across drawbridges, peer from leaning towers, or catch seasonal reenactments that bring the past to life. If you're exploring South Wales, this giant of stone and water is a stop that lingers long after you've left. As you step through its towering gatehouses, there's an unmistakable sense of stepping back in time. Caerphilly isn't just for history buffs. It's a family-friendly spot with open grounds perfect for picnics, seasonal medieval festivals, and even dragon sculptures that delight kids and adults alike. The Gower Peninsula, located in southwest Wales, is a remarkable blend of natural beauty, rich history, and outdoor adventure. Covering roughly 70 square miles, it was the UK's first designated area of outstanding natural beauty in 1956. The peninsula stretches into the Bristol Channel and boasts stunning coastal scenery. From the sandy expanses of Rossili Bay and Oxwich to the rugged cliffs of Three Cliffs and Langland. These shores draw walkers, surfers, and nature lovers alike. Beyond its beaches, Gower is a treasure trove for history enthusiasts. Caves like Paviland and Minchin Hole have revealed ancient secrets, including the Red Lady of Paviland, the oldest ceremonial burial found in Western Europe, dating back over 33,000 years. The landscape is dotted with prehistoric monuments such as Arthur's Stone, a Bronze Age burial chamber built beneath a massive glacial boulder. Archaeological finds from various periods, including Neolithic tombs and Iron Age hill forts, speak to thousands of years of human activity. The northern coast contrasts with salt marshes that sustain the region's famed Gower salt marsh lamb, recognized for its unique quality. Agriculture remains vital here, alongside a growing tourism scene. Visitors can enjoy championship golf courses and explore tranquil nature reserves like Povell's Dew in Bishopton Valley. For those intrigued by caves, Tooth Cave offers a glimpse into Bronze Age funerary practices, though it is closed to the public for safety. Exploring Gower feels like stepping into a living museum, where nature and history merge seamlessly. Every path and beach tells a story, inviting travelers to connect deeply with this extraordinary corner of Wales. Cardiff, the vibrant capital of Wales, is a city where ancient history and modern energy come together in striking contrast. Once a modest market town, Cardiff rose to prominence during the coal boom of the 19th century, becoming the heart of global coal exports. Today, it's a dynamic urban hub, home to over 370,000 people and the seat of the Senedd, Wales Parliament. The city's roots run deep, from Neolithic tombs to Roman forts and Norman castles. Cardiff Castle, a blend of Roman ruins and Gothic Revival architecture, still anchors the city center. Just a short walk away, Cardiff Bay offers a striking transformation from industrial docks to cultural waterfront, with landmarks like the Wales Millennium Centre and the Saned Building drawing visitors from around the world. As Wales's media capital, Cardiff's streets have doubled as filming locations for hit shows like Doctor Who and Sherlock, adding a cinematic charm to its already rich atmosphere. But beyond its landmarks, what truly defines Cardiff is its spirit. From the passionate crowds at Principality Stadium to the quiet beauty of Bute Park, there's something here for every kind of traveler. For those exploring Wales, Cardiff isn't just a stop. It's a journey through time, wrapped in a modern, creative soul that leaves a lasting impression long after you leave. Just beyond the city, the rolling hills and heritage trails of the South Wales valleys beckon for day trips. Cardiff's compact layout makes it easy to explore on foot or by bike, offering a relaxed yet enriching pace for curious travelers. Brecon Beacons National Park, now officially called Banau Brycheiniog, lies in the heart of Wales, spanning over 519 square miles of stunning landscapes. At its center stands Pen y Fawn, the highest peak in South Wales at 886 meters, offering hikers breathtaking panoramic views that reward the challenging climb. The park embraces three main mountain ranges: the central Brecon Beacons, the Black Mountains to the east, and the Black Mountain Range to the west. Each offers unique terrain, from rugged ridges and deep valleys to serene uplands perfect for outdoor adventures. History seeps from every corner of the park. Ancient burial cairns and Iron Age hill forts remind visitors of the area's rich prehistoric past. Roman soldiers once guarded these lands, and Norman castles such as Carreg-Sennen punctuate the landscape, telling tales of medieval power struggles. Traditional drovers' paths weave through the park, hinting at a time when cattle and geese were driven across these hills to market in England. Visitors today are drawn not only to the natural beauty, but also to the park's cultural heritage and outdoor activities. From hiking and mountain biking to stargazing in one of the world's first international dark sky reserves, the experience is immersive and varied. The Brecon Beacons Mountain Center provides insight and guidance for exploring safely and respectfully. Immersing yourself in Banau Brichaniog means more than just sightseeing. It's a journey through history, nature, and local culture. Nestled on Wales's stunning Pembrokeshire coast, Tenby Harbour offers an authentic seaside charm that's hard to beat. This small, welcoming harbour is the perfect spot for fishing enthusiasts or for taking a leisurely boat ride to nearby Caldy Island, famous for its peaceful monastery and beautiful nature trails. On warm summer days, sinking your toes into the soft, golden sands of Tenby Harbour Beach is a simple pleasure, especially for families thanks to its sheltered location behind the harbour walls and easy access from the town's main car park. When hunger strikes, you can choose from a variety of local eateries lining the coastline, cozy cafes, traditional pubs, and the beloved Tenby Harbour Snack Bar, where their bacon sandwiches have gained quite the reputation. In the off-season, the beach becomes a favorite for dog walkers who enjoy brisk strolls framed by pastel-hued buildings and the fresh sea breeze. Beyond the beach, Tenby itself is a treasure trove of history. Its medieval town walls, dating back to the 13th century, still stand proud, enclosing charming streets with boutique shops, a museum, and St. Mary's Church from the 1400s. Strolling these cobbled lanes feels like stepping back in time. The town's rich past includes Norman invasions, medieval merchant trade, and royal ties with Henry Tudor. Modern Tenby balances history with vibrant tourism. You can catch a train right into town, or drive via scenic routes that link to the M4. Whether exploring the ancient walls, hopping on a boat to St. Catherine's Island with its Palmerston Fort, or simply savoring an ice cream by the harbor, Tenby captures the essence of a Welsh seaside town at its best. Aberystwyth, often affectionately called Aber, is a charming coastal town nestled in the heart of Ceredigion, Wales. Its name means mouth of the river Ystwyth, perfectly capturing its picturesque riverside setting where the Ystwyth and Rheidol rivers meet Cardigan Bay. This vibrant town strikes a unique balance between historic charm and modern life, largely shaped by the presence of Aberystwyth University, a cultural hub that breathes youthful energy into the community. Walking through Aberystwyth streets feels like stepping back in time, with Georgian and Victorian architecture lining the roads. Bow windows, colonnades, and elegant doorways tell stories of a rich past. The town center bustles with locals speaking Welsh, lively shops, and a foodie scene that surprises with diverse flavors, from tapas bars like Ultra Comida to cozy cocktail spots on Bath Street. The Victorian Promenade stretches for a mile along the seafront, perfect for leisurely strolls or watching the waves crash beneath the historic Royal Pier, Wales's oldest, built in 1864. For breathtaking views, visitors can take the cliff railway up Constitution Hill, where the camera obscura offers a unique perspective of the town and bay below. Adventurous souls might hike up Pendinas Hill, home to an Iron Age hill fort and a monument to the Duke of Wellington, or explore the ruins of Aberystwyth Castle, guarding the coast since the 13th century. Aberystwyth is also a gateway to stunning Welsh landscapes. The town itself hosts the National Library of Wales, a treasure trove of Welsh heritage with exhibitions, archives, and film screenings. Beyond its historic charm and scenic coast, Aberystwyth offers a deep sense of place that lingers with every visitor. You'll find poetry in the crashing waves, comfort in the warmth of a cafe on a rainy day, and inspiration in the stories preserved at the National Library. It's a town that invites you to slow down, listen, and connect with the land, the language, and the layered history that make this corner of Wales truly unforgettable. Nestled along the River Dee in North Wales, Llangostyn is a charming market town steeped in history and surrounded by breathtaking scenery. Set at the edge of the Berwyn Mountains and within the Dee Valley, an area of outstanding natural beauty, this riverside gem blends natural splendor with rich cultural heritage. The town's roots trace back to the 7th century, when St. Colin is believed to have arrived by coracle and founded a church, still standing today as the only one in Wales dedicated to him. High above the town, the ruins of Castell Dinas Bran crown the hill, offering panoramic views and echoes of the Princes of Powys. Llangostyn's heritage is woven into every corner, from the medieval Valle Crucis Abbey to the ancient Pillar of Eliseg, and the historic D Bridge, which dates back to the 16th century. Place Nuid, once home to the famed ladies of Shangosten, adds a touch of 18th century intrigue to the landscape. Today, Shangosten thrives as a cultural hub. Each summer, the international musical Eisteddfod brings together performers from around the globe in a colorful celebration of music and unity. The town also hosts the Fringe Festival, where art, comedy, and music spill into the streets. With scenic walks like the Panorama Trail, heritage rail journeys, and cozy cafes by the water, Shangosten invites you to slow down, look up, and truly take in the magic of North Wales. Stretching 18 kilometers through the scenic countryside of northeastern Wales, the Ponkersuchte Aqueduct and Canal is a breathtaking symbol of human ingenuity during the Industrial Revolution. Completed in the early 1800s and designed by the visionary engineer Thomas Telford, this UNESCO World Heritage Site continues to impress with its bold design and elegant execution. Built without locks, the canal navigates challenging terrain thanks to daring civil engineering solutions that were far ahead of their time. At its heart lies the Ponkersuchte Aqueduct, an extraordinary structure that carries boats high above the River Dee on slender masonry piers and graceful cast iron arches. Measuring over 300 meters in length and rising 38 meters above the valley floor, it's the tallest navigable aqueduct in the world. The combination of cast and wrought iron was a pioneering move, allowing for both strength and delicacy in its design. an architectural feat that helped shape future construction across Europe and beyond. Though nearly 2 centuries old, much of the canal remains in its original form. Repairs in the 20th century used modern materials like steel and geotextiles, but the overall integrity and appearance of the structure have been carefully preserved. The surrounding landscape, too, adds to its timeless charm, with rolling green hills and tranquil waters, enhancing the sense of stepping back into another era. Today, you can walk, cycle, or drift by boat along this remarkable route with sweeping views and the thrill of crossing the sky-high aqueduct. Tumbling through the forested hills of northeastern Wales, the waterfalls near Pont Sicilt are a hidden counterpart to the region's better-known industrial marvels. These cascades, though less grand in scale than the aqueduct nearby, carry their own quiet drama, streams plunging over mossy ledges, carving through sandstone, and feeding into the River Dee below. Surrounded by leafy canopies and the calls of woodland birds, the falls offer a serene escape for hikers and nature lovers. While the Pont Sicilt aqueduct speaks to human ingenuity, the nearby waterfalls are a testament to the wild beauty that's always shaped this land. They may not be marked on every map, but follow the sound of rushing water on a woodland trail, and you'll discover scenes that feel untouched by time. It's a reminder that in Wales, even the smallest stream has a story worth following. Tucked in the heart of North Wales, Eryri National Park, widely known by its English name, Snowdonia, is a stunning fusion of rugged mountains, glacial valleys, and tranquil coastline. It spans over 820 square miles across Gwynedd and Conwy, offering a rich tapestry of natural beauty and cultural heritage. At its heart rises Erwydfa, or Snowdon, the tallest peak in Wales at 1,085 meters. A scenic train from Llanberis takes you to the summit, where panoramic views stretch as far as Ireland on clear days. But Eryri is more than a single mountain. Its dramatic peaks, like the Carneddau, Glitterau, and Moel Wynien, are a magnet for hikers and climbers, while the gentler southern ranges like Cadair Idris and Erin Fodwy offer equally rewarding trails for all skill levels. Charming villages like Bedozi Coed and Dolgellau make perfect bases for exploring the park. You'll find cascading waterfalls, slate caverns, ancient woodlands, and peaceful lakes like Llyn Tegid, the largest in Wales. Along the coast, Cardigan Bay's dunes and estuaries provide a haven for bird life and a quieter rhythm to your adventure. First designated in 1951, Eryri was the UK's third national park and Wales' first. Today, it welcomes millions each year, not just for its peaks, but for a deeper connection to Welsh language, legends, and landscape. There's something about the raw, timeless beauty here that stays with you long after the trails fade. What sets Eryri apart isn't just its elevation, but its soul. Locals speak Welsh as a first language. Ancient myths still echo through craggy passes, and every footpath seems to whisper stories from centuries past. Snowdon, or Erwydfa in Welsh, rises proudly at 3,560 feet, making it the tallest peak in Wales and the highest point in the British Isles outside Scotland. Nestled in Snowdonia National Park, this mountain offers more than just stunning views. It's a vibrant haven for rare plants and wildlife, protected as a national nature reserve. Formed over 450 million years ago by volcanic activity and shaped by relentless glaciers, Snowdon's dramatic landscape features sharp ridges like Crib Goch and vast valleys carved by ice. Its rugged terrain is dotted with tranquil lakes, including the sizable Cane Lidal. The mountain is part of a wider range with neighboring peaks such as Garnadugain and Moalilio. Snowdon draws hundreds of thousands of visitors annually, making it one of the busiest mountains in the UK. Six main paths lead to the summit, with the popular Llanberis Path welcoming most hikers. For those less inclined to trek, the historic Snowdon Mountain Railway provides a scenic ride to the top, operating mainly from spring through autumn. Climbers also revere Snowdon's cliffs, especially Clog Windur Ardu, a landmark in British climbing history. Legends weave through Snowdon's history. Tales of giants, King Arthur, and mythical creatures add a mysterious charm to the mountain. The name Er Widfa hints at ancient burial cairns believed to rest beneath the summit, blending folklore with natural grandeur. Visiting Snowdon is not just a hike. It's stepping into a landscape steeped in nature and myth. Each season brings a new face to the mountain. Vibrant blooms in summer, golden hues in autumn, and a silent, snow-covered majesty in winter. Caernarvon Castle is one of the most iconic medieval fortresses, standing proudly on the banks of the River Sayont in northwest Wales. Built by King Edward I in the late 13th century, it's part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site, alongside castles at Conwy, Beaumaris, and Harlech. But Caernarfon's scale and architectural grandeur set it apart, showcasing a bold fusion of military strength and symbolic design. The castle was constructed over nearly 5 decades, costing a colossal £25,000 at the time. It served as a powerful statement of English authority after the conquest of Wales, with towering curtain walls and imposing gates built to withstand attack. Yet its polygonal towers and vibrant masonry also echoed the grandeur of Roman imperial architecture, particularly the walls of Constantinople, reflecting Edward's ambition to evoke imperial power. Walking through Caernarfon today, visitors can still feel the echoes of history, from its strategic riverside location to the legends tied to Welsh mythology. The castle was central in both political and military struggles, witnessing rebellions, sieges, and royal ceremonies, including the investitures of princes of Wales in the 20th century. Though parts of the interior remain unfinished and the castle experienced periods of neglect, recent restoration efforts have revived its majesty, making it accessible and engaging for modern travelers. Exploring Caernarfon offers a vivid glimpse into medieval life, power, and legend, a must-see for anyone drawn to history and breathtaking architecture. Today, Caernarfon Castle stands not only as a monument to medieval ambition, but also as a dynamic cultural site. It hosts exhibitions, interactive displays, and events that bring its storied past to life for visitors of all ages. From school groups learning about Welsh history to tourists marveling at its massive stone walls, the castle continues to inspire awe and curiosity. Criccieth Castle stands proudly on a rocky headland overlooking the stunning Tremedog Bay in North Wales. Built in the 13th century by Llywelyn the Great, and later expanded by his grandson, Llywelyn the Last, this fortress combines rugged Welsh architecture with strategic military design. Its twin-towered gatehouse remains remarkably intact, offering visitors a glimpse into medieval craftsmanship, while the surrounding outer walls and towers reveal centuries of history etched in stone. The castle witnessed fierce battles, including Edward I's conquest of Wales and the 1404 uprising led by Owain Glyndwr, during which the fortress was severely damaged by fire. Once a royal prison holding high-profile captives, Criccieth eventually fell into ruin, inspiring the famous artist J.M.W. Turner, who captured its romantic decay in the late 18th century. Today, managed by KW, the castle invites travelers to walk along its weathered walls and take in breathtaking views of Cardigan Bay and the quaint town below. Beyond the ruins, visitors can explore the adjacent beaches and wander through the charming streets of Criccieth, soaking up the rich history and vibrant Welsh culture. Visiting Criccieth Castle feels like stepping back in time, a raw, atmospheric experience that captures the spirit of Wales's medieval past while offering stunning coastal scenery. It's a must-see for those who appreciate history, architecture, and the beauty of nature blending seamlessly together. Tucked away in northwest Wales, the Shin Peninsula feels like a world apart. stretching into the Irish Sea. This rugged outcrop of Gwynedd is a haven for Welsh culture, coastal charm, and outdoor adventure. Its windswept cliffs, green fields, and quiet villages preserve a deep connection to history, language, and nature. Pilgrims once walked these lands en route to Bardsey Island, and echoes of that journey still linger in the wells, chapels, and old tracks scattered across the landscape. Today, the peninsula remains proudly Welsh. In cafes and local shops, the language is alive, flowing through daily conversations. Morvenneven, our base for the trip, offered golden beaches, local seafood, and unbeatable views. Hikes along the Wales coast path revealed towering cliffs near Treffer, the sea stacks teeming with seabirds, and the remote beauty of Porthmudhui, where boats still cross to sacred Bardsey Island. For the best views, we climbed Yrshir Eiffel's trio of peaks, including Garn Ganol. The winds were strong, but the panoramic sweep over land and sea made every step worthwhile. Later, we wandered through the gardens of Place and Rue and explored maritime stories at Neffen's Museum. At Lanbedrog, colorful beach huts lined the sands, and nearby Abersoch bustled with coastal energy. But perhaps nothing beats that first glimpse of Tycock Inn at Porthdinlian. Music in the air, feet in the sand, and the quiet magic of Shin all around you. Tucked between the Menai Suspension Bridge and the Britannia Bridge in North Wales lies Ynys Gored Gosh, or Red Weir Island, a tiny private island steeped in centuries of maritime tradition. Resting in a swirling stretch of water known as the Swellies, the island was once famed for its ingenious fishing weirs, designed to trap fish as the tides shifted. Some of these historic structures, built in the early 1800s, are still visible at low tide. Back in the day, the island wasn't just for fishing. Locally caught whitebait was smoked right on site, drawing curious travelers who rode over for a gourd whitebait tea, a simple but beloved meal of hot tea, brown bread, butter, and freshly fried whitebait. A bell on the Anglesey shore would call over the boatmen for this uniquely Welsh experience. Though now privately owned and only accessible by boat, Innis Goridgach continues to capture the imagination of photographers and history buffs alike. With its fluctuating size, ranging from just half an acre to over 3 during tidal shifts, and its dramatic whirlpools, the island offers a rare glimpse into the coastal life of Old Wales. If you're exploring the Menai Strait, it's worth pulling over at one of the viewpoints along the A5 for a glimpse of this mysterious island caught between land, tide, and time. Today, the island stands as a quiet sentinel of the past, its small cottage and remaining weirs whispering stories of a once thriving fishing community. While modern life flows swiftly around the Menai Strait, Innis Goridgach remains a symbol of resilience and tradition, an enduring link to the rhythm of the tides and the people who once lived in harmony with them. Anglesey, or Ynys Môn in Welsh, lies just off the northwest coast of Wales, separated from the mainland by the Menai Strait. Though it feels worlds away, it's easily accessible thanks to the Menai Suspension Bridge and the Britannia Bridge. This island, Wales's largest, is a landscape of contrast. Craggy coastlines in the north and east, gentle beaches in the south and west, and fertile fields at its heart that once earned it the name Mon Mam Comrie, or Mother of Wales. Steeped in ancient mystery, Anglesey was once the spiritual stronghold of the Druids. You'll find echoes of their legacy at Bryn Celli Dhu, a Neolithic burial chamber older than the pyramids. On Holy Island, the stone circles of Tai Mar hint at Iron Age life, and the ruins of Penman Priory mark the rise of early Christianity. Anglesey's past is woven with tales of Celtic tribes, Roman invasions, Viking raids, and medieval Welsh royalty. The princes of Gwynedd ruled from their palace at Aberfrau for centuries. Today, Anglesey thrives as a peaceful escape. Coastal paths wind through areas of outstanding natural beauty. Seabirds gather on remote islets, and Holyhead connects travelers to Dublin via ferry. The island remains a heartland for the Welsh language, with more than half of its residents fluent. For visitors, it's a place where history breathes through the stones and the sea whispers stories long forgotten. Come for the calm, and you may find yourself staying for the soul. Tucked along the southern edge of Snowdonia National Park, Barmouth blends classic seaside charm with rugged natural beauty. Its vast stretch of golden sand, Abermawr Beach, faces west into Cardigan Bay, making it a prime spot for sunset watchers, swimmers, and watersport lovers. Even in peak summer, the beach feels spacious enough to find your own quiet patch of sand. A family favorite, the promenade buzzes with land trains, donkey rides, and old-school arcades, while cafes, pubs, and shops sit just steps away. The harbor, resting at the mouth of the Modoc estuary, offers a scenic launch point for fishing or estuary cruises. For active travelers, a cycle along Route 8 or a walk on the Modoc Trail reveals stunning estuary views. At low tide, you can even trek all the way to Harlech along the shoreline. The area is also well known for its accessibility, offering level access to the beach and amenities for all. Nature thrives here too. You might spot dolphins offshore or seabirds along the water's edge. Dogs are welcome on certain sections of the beach year-round, though some restrictions apply in summer months. With its mix of nature, nostalgia, and easygoing fun, Barmouth isn't just a beach trip. It's a coastal escape where you can slow down and breathe in the sea air. For those drawn to history and local culture, Barmouth also holds quiet treasures beyond the shoreline. The town's steep lanes climb toward panoramic viewpoints and lead to centuries-old cottages, remnants of its past as a shipbuilding and trading hub. The Barmouth Bridge, a striking wooden viaduct stretching across the estuary, invites walkers and cyclists alike to cross its span for unforgettable views. Every corner of Barmouth tells a story, from maritime heritage to mountain lore, adding depth to its coastal charm. Nestled on the west bank of the River Conwy in North Wales, the walled town of Conwy is a treasure trove of medieval charm and dramatic coastal beauty. dominated by the mighty Conwy Castle, a masterpiece of 13th century military architecture commissioned by Edward I. This UNESCO-listed site offers an unforgettable walk along its well-preserved walls and 21 towers that wrap around the entire town. Inside the walls, cobbled streets lead you to fascinating stops like Place More, a beautifully restored Elizabethan townhouse, and Aberconwy House, one of Wales's oldest merchant homes. Down by the quay, you'll find the quirky smallest house in Great Britain, once inhabited by a 6-foot-tall fisherman and still preserved by his descendants. For a quieter escape, stroll along the scenic Cygnet Pass or visit Bodysgallen Hall across the estuary with its medieval watchtower and peaceful gardens. Getting to Conwy is easy via the North Wales Coast Rail Line, which conveniently stops inside the town walls. You can also cross the Conwy Suspension Bridge, built in 1826 by famed engineer Thomas Telford, now a pedestrian walkway beside the river. What makes Conwy so special isn't just its rich past, but how seamlessly it blends history with everyday life. Grab a coffee, climb a tower, chat with a local. This is a town best discovered at your own pace, where every stone has a story and every corner invites you to linger just a little longer. Perched above the quaint harbour town of Conwy in North Wales, Conwy Castle is a true medieval marvel that seems frozen in time. Built between 1283 and 1287 by King Edward I and his Savoyard architect, James of St. George, this fortress was part of a grand strategy to stamp English power across Wales. Today, its thick curtain walls and 8 commanding towers still rise proudly, casting long shadows over the narrow streets and sweeping estuary below. Walking the full circuit of the castle's restored battlements is an experience that lingers. From the spiral staircases to the panoramic views stretching toward the rugged peaks of Ariri, every step connects you to centuries of history. Inside, the royal chambers remain astonishingly intact, among the finest examples in all of Britain, evoking the life of kings, garrisons, and even rebel forces who once took shelter here. Conwy Castle has seen sieges, royal retreats, civil wars, and neglect. It was nearly dismantled after the English Civil War, but its romantic ruins later drew artists and writers during the 18th and 19th centuries. Now carefully preserved by Cadu, the castle welcomes travelers eager to stand where monarchs once did and soak in the grandeur of this UNESCO-listed masterpiece. Time your visit for late afternoon, when the golden light kisses the stone walls and the sea breeze whispers stories from centuries past. It's a moment that makes history feel utterly alive. Nestled between two sweeping shores on the Cruden Peninsula, Llandudno is a charming seaside town that blends Victorian elegance with rugged coastal beauty. Often dubbed the Queen of Welsh Resorts, it's a place where time seems to slow, where wide promenades curve around the bay, vintage trams climb limestone headlands, and wild Kashmiri goats, descendants of Queen Victoria's gift, casually wander the streets. At the heart of Llandudno stands the Great Orme, a towering limestone headland rich in wildlife and history. Here, you can hike to panoramic views, spot rare birds like peregrine falcons, or take the historic Great Orme tramway to the summit. adventurous travelers can try Britain's longest toboggan run, while history lovers can explore the Bronze Age copper mines nearby. Strolling along the Victorian Promenade, you'll pass the grand Llandudno Pier, Wales' longest, before reaching Venue Cymru, the town's main theater and event space. Just beyond, Happy Valley Gardens offers manicured lawns and sea views, while the Marine Drive provides a scenic cliffside road around the Great Orme, perfect for a leisurely drive or bike ride. Culture and heritage are alive in every corner, from St. Tudno's ancient church to the annual Victorian extravaganza that transforms the town with parades and carnival fun. Llandudno isn't just a postcard-perfect destination. It's a place that invites you to pause, breathe in the salty air, and rediscover the joy of slow travel by the sea. For families and curious minds, Llandudno also offers playful touches of whimsy. Most notably, its connection to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Author Lewis Carroll was a family friend of Alice Little, who spent holidays in the town, inspiring themed trails and statues scattered throughout. These charming nods to the beloved story add a layer of magic to your visit, making every corner feel like a page from a timeless tale. Tucked away in the foothills of the Carnotae Mountains, Aber Falls is a breathtaking 120-foot cascade, just a short 3-kilometer walk from the peaceful village of Abergwyngregin in North Wales. Fed by the Afon Gach River as it plunges over ancient igneous rock, this dramatic waterfall is one of the region's most photogenic natural sights. The well-maintained trail from the Bont Neuvid car park is about 4.5 kilometers round trip and suitable for most walkers. Along the way, you'll pass meandering streams, roaming wild ponies, and scattered remnants of Bronze Age life, including an excavated roundhouse and smithy, quietly preserved behind fencing with informative signage. On your right, look for standing stones and ancient cairns that whisper stories from millennia past. A second, smaller waterfall, named Reederbach, lies to the west, adding even more charm to the area. For those looking to cool off, the plunge pool at the base of Aber Falls is swimmable, though the water stays refreshingly cold year-round. The rocks can be slick, so step carefully if you plan to wade in. Facilities near the car park include toilets and picnic benches, and a cafe is available back in Abergwingrigen. The walk is part of the North Wales Path, offering the chance to continue exploring the scenic coastal trail. Aber Falls isn't just a pretty sight. It's a journey through history and nature that leaves you with the sense of having discovered something quietly magical. Whether you're visiting for a peaceful afternoon stroll or hoping to capture the perfect photo, the experience of standing before Aber Falls, with its roaring waters and misty spray, is both humbling and invigorating. The surrounding landscape, rich with wildlife and ancient traces of human settlement, invites visitors to slow down and appreciate the timeless beauty of North Wales in every step. Rhyl, a coastal town in Denbighshire, North Wales, blends traditional seaside charm with modern attractions. Once a grand Victorian holiday resort, Rhyl sits at the mouth of the River Clwyd, framed by golden sands and sweeping views of the Irish Sea. Though it faced economic decline in the late 20th century, recent investments have brought fresh energy to the town. The 3-mile promenade is a highlight, home to the glass-fronted Royal Floral Hall and the Sky Tower, now a vibrant beacon after its closure as a ride. Families enjoy the SC2 water park, complete with slides and a ninja tag arena, while the Seaquarium offers marine life encounters right along the East Parade. A short walk inland takes you to the Grade 2 listed St. Thomas Church and other historic buildings that tell Rhyll's rich past. Just beyond the promenade, Marine Lake offers boating and a charming miniature railway, perfect for a slower-paced afternoon. Kinmel Bay, Prestatyn, and Bodelweiden's Marble Church are all within easy reach for half-day trips, adding variety to your stay. While Rhyll's Grand Pier and Pavilion are now memories, echoes of its former elegance remain. Today, the town is steadily reinventing itself, not with flash, but with grit, nostalgia, and a warm, unpretentious welcome that makes you want to stay a little longer. Visitors will also find a growing arts and events scene, with local galleries, seasonal festivals, and live performances breathing new life into community spaces. From artisan markets to open-air concerts, Rhyll is quietly cultivating a cultural identity that complements its seaside appeal and invites deeper exploration beyond the shoreline. Perched above the town of Denbigh in North Wales, Denbigh Castle tells a story of rebellion, ambition, and resilience. It began as a stronghold for Welsh Prince Dafydd ap Gruffudd, whose attack on Hawarden Castle triggered Edward I's invasion in 1282. The English seized the land and handed it to Henry de Lacy, who wasted no time in erecting a mighty fortress and surrounding town walls over Dafydd's original base. But Wales didn't surrender quietly. The unfinished castle was briefly reclaimed by rebels, prompting the English to heighten defenses, adding 8 mural towers, a towering gatehouse, and a secret sally port for emergency escapes. Despite continuous upgrades, Denbigh faced more uprisings, including the Glyndŵr Rising and the Wars of the Roses. Each conflict left scars. The town was burned, its inner walls gradually abandoned, and its role shifted from fortress to courthouse and prison. During the English Civil War, Denbigh was one of the last royalist strongholds. After a dramatic siege and eventual surrender, Parliament ordered parts of the castle destroyed. Over the centuries, it fell further into ruin, with local homes and churches built from its stone. Today, Denbigh Castle stands as a haunting yet majestic reminder of centuries of power struggles. Visitors can walk along its surviving curtain walls, explore the formidable gatehouse, and imagine life inside this once bustling medieval seat of power. It's a place where every crumbling wall whispers of forgotten battles and shifting loyalties. And for history lovers, it's an unforgettable stop in the Welsh heartland. The Prince of Wales Bridge, formerly known as the Second Severn Crossing until 2018, is a vital link carrying the M4 motorway across the River Severn, connecting England and Wales. Opened in 1996, it was built to ease congestion from the original 1966 Severn Bridge. Stretching over 5 kilometers, this cable-stayed bridge offers 3 lanes each way, improving traffic flow and shortening journeys between the two countries. Positioned just southwest of the older suspension bridge, the Prince of Wales Bridge aligns more directly with the M4, making it the preferred route for most drivers. Its modern design includes safety features like wind baffles, which minimize speed restrictions during high winds, a common challenge given the estuary's powerful tides and currents. Underneath runs a diesel-powered monorail for maintenance, a fascinating behind-the-scenes detail rarely seen by travelers. Before the bridge's construction, crossing the estuary was limited to ferries or long detours via Gloucester. The bridge's opening transformed travel and trade, linking South Wales and the Bristol area more seamlessly. Though construction raised environmental concerns, ongoing studies show the bridge has had minimal lasting impact on local wildlife. Visiting the Prince of Wales Bridge offers more than just a drive between England and Wales. It's a chance to witness a modern engineering marvel set against one of the UK's most dynamic natural landscapes. For travelers exploring the region, the bridge stands as a symbol of connectivity, progress, and respect for nature's powerful forces. Wales unveils a captivating blend of rugged mountains, timeless castles, and rich cultural heritage that invites discovery at every step. Ancient legends echo through the valleys, while charming villages reveal a way of life deeply rooted in tradition. Along its dramatic coastlines and serene landscapes, visitors find both tranquil retreats and vibrant experiences waiting to be embraced. The essence of Wales lingers long after departure, leaving a lasting impression that draws you back to explore its enduring beauty and spirit.